guys, Josh from Right Coast Off-Road. Wanted to cover today a spark plug change on the KRX. Before I go any further, please click like and subscribe. It helps us out more than you guys will ever know. It motivates us to keep doing these things. And that's kind of what we like to do. It's kind of fun to do the videos and help people out. So just click like and subscribe. Super easy, takes 2 seconds. But let's get right into it. The biggest deal with the KRXs and what's happened to a lot of people's machines, it actually happened to our machine. The spark plugs in here now are fine, but the ones that came in the machine from the dealer were completely fouled. It was causing the machine to run horrible. The muffler was glowing bright red. Like, it was a nightmare. And what happens, especially when these machines are new, the dealer cranks them up, moves them 30 seconds, to the front of the shop, shuts it down, lets it sit, cranks it up again, blah, 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 blah. When you guys crank your KRX up, let it warm up to full operating temperature. If you don't, you're going to start fouling plugs, and you'll start having the issues that we did and that other people have had. But it's never a bad idea to change them anyway. 50, 100 hours. We change ours every 50 hours just to be safe because we race this thing. But yeah, this is just a quick how-to, and I know everybody knows how to do it, but some folks don't. They like to see, different ways that it can be done. I know some guys go in from the side. I am too old and my back hurts too bad to do that, so I choose to do it standing from the rear and lift the bed up. But the tools you'll need to do it are a 3/8 ratchet. It helps if you have one with an adjustable head like this Matco. Not necessary, but it helps. Flathead screwdriver for push pins. Extendable magnet if you don't have a 14mm spark plug socket that has a catch in it. Push pin pliers. These things are like $10. If anybody that owns a side-by-side with push pins buys this thing, they will thank me so many times over. This thing is worth its weight in gold. It was off Amazon. It's the best thing ever. You just grab the corners of the push pins, pull them out, you're done. And when I'm talking about the push pins, I'm talking about these 8mm push pins that are everywhere on every side-by-side ever made, and they will drive you bonkers. But you'll need that 14mm deep well for the spark plugs, 13mm, 12mm, 10mm, short extension, medium extension, and then of course your spark plugs. We sell these on our website now, rightcoastoffroad.com. The KRX uses a proprietary spark plug. Silmar 9F9 96107 is the NGK part number. You'll need 2 of these. We sell them for $37.99 with free shipping anywhere in the US. So obviously if you're watching the video, please buy them from us. Links in the description. And then a roughly 2-foot long piece of plastic or 2x4. We use this trusty 2x4, which obviously has been used for other stuff before, but you'll see where that gets us in a second. But the first thing you want to do, remove all accessories out of your bed. Then you have to remove 10mm bolt there, 10mm bolt there, 12mm there, 12mm there that holds a little hook you guys strap your coolers or whatever down to. And then we have the Kawasaki tail box. So these are 13s that hold down the mount for that. So remove those, and then 6,000 of these push pins. If you have a pair of pliers like this, you can get most of them with this. If that doesn't work, just take a flathead screwdriver, and when these are flush like that, just try to get in the corner, pry them up a little bit until you can grab them with a pair of pliers, or just work them out yourself. But buy these things. They're totally worth it. We don't sell them, but somebody does somewhere. Like I said, we got these on Amazon. They're great. But yeah, let me move some stuff around and I'll show you the next step. All right, so you got all the fasteners out of your bed. It's nice and loose. You got the fasteners out of this top thing. It's nice and loose. The way we do it, and again, like I said, there's a million ways to do it, but this is the way we do it. It's the easiest on us. You want to take the bed, kind of raise that up out of the way, lift the bed up, 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 up. And I'm trying here, so just bear with me. And then take your 2x4 piece of plastic, whatever you got, and prop the bed up. So once the bed is up, before you start doing this, make sure your rig is clean. Ours is not clean, but that's kind of what happens when you run a shop. You don't have time to keep everything clean. But the important thing is your spark plug wires are there. And there, you just don't want a bunch of mud caked up on here that'll fall down in your spark plugs. once you get to them. Don't worry about that little guy. We're testing that. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, just prop your bed up. And the reason you can't take the whole thing out is you've got all these hoses back here that are attached to the back of the bed. And instead of reaching up in there, getting all crooked, trying to pull those out, you can just lift the bed up like that, and it'll hold it for you. So you get here, you got that spark plug. Remember, grab the actual cap itself, twist, pull up and out. Don't grab the wire and just jerk on the wire. And then take the other one, twist, 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 pull it up. Alright, so once that's out of the way, then you're going to take your 14 millimeter deep well, run it down the hole. Another good idea, I've already done it. I'm not going to go back and do it for the video. Take your air compressor with a blower nozzle on it, blow everything out of there real good before you pull the spark plug up. But once it's in there, just start breaking them loose. Break them loose, thread it all the way out, go to the next hole, and I'm really trying with the camera angle. It's kind of hard because I'm holding the camera and trying not to bang my head on the bottom of the bed. But yeah, just keep, obviously you guys know how to unthread a spark plug, but once you get that out, and this is just a 14 mil deep well. We don't have a 14 spark plug socket, so that's where the magnet comes in handy. So that one's out. And that one's out. Alright, so the spark plugs are loose. That's when you're going to take your magnet that extends, go down in the first hole, grab that spark plug, go down in that hole, and grab that one. Like I said, life's a lot easier with a 14 millimeter spark plug socket, but we have 15s, 17s, 18s, a bunch of standards, but none of those. Alright, so Kawasaki calls for 0.8 to 0.9 millimeters in gap on the new spark plugs. They're pretty close from the factory, but it never hurts to put a gauge on them just to be safe. But, I mean, this is really simple. Drop her down in there. Drop her down in there. Take just the extension and your 14 mil, thread them on. Get them hand tight. Once they're hand tight, there is a cross washer on the spark plug. You'll feel it get tight, guys. Don't, you know, you're not tightening the bolts up for the Eiffel Tower. Just snug them down good. I mean, there's no point in going crazy on them. Kind of like that. Sorry if you can hear my elbow creaking. That's what happens when you ride dirt bikes for too long. Everything hurts, especially when you get old. And just check them, make sure they're good and snug. You don't want to break them off because then you are in a world of hurt. Good and snug. Good and snug. Then you want to take your caps. There's obviously a shorter one and a longer one. And you will feel it engage on the spark plug. And kind of twist it down on there. Take the longer one for the passenger side cylinder. Pop it on. There it goes. And just kind of work it down on there. And that's it. Then obviously I'm not going to put you guys through the pain of reassembling the bed and everything. That's all it is to doing spark plugs. That's the way we do them. There's many ways to do it. This is the way we choose because it's easier because we're standing up. We're not hurting our old backs. But yeah, that's it, guys. If you have another way to do it, leave it in the comments. Tell us what we're doing wrong. Tell us what we're doing right. This is how we do it. That's how we do it on customers' machines with no issues. But yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. If you need some spark plugs, rightcoastoffroad.com, and we will put a link in the description. Y'all have a good day.